Photo 30 Roadshow. I'm Steve.
I'm Craig. Shooting a wine bottle.
Wine bottle. Here we go. So for this one, what's really important is that we get this beautiful transparent highlight on the bottle, which is a dark red bottle, but it's important that it separates from the black or dark background behind it. We can see here. So this is the goal image right there. Again, traditional thinking says, let's put up a softbox and aim it at the bottle, get the right exposure, maybe even light up the background. But this is what we end up with, is some pretty bad highlights, and we don't like those.
And it bleeds onto the background, so we just don't get a nice separation.
Yeah, exactly. So this is our goal image. This is the softbox. This is a reflector card. Let's show them how we did it. Talk them through the step-by-step process. It's important to put your softbox up first. You may not know exactly where it goes to begin with. So put it as close as you possibly can. Okay, you're going to have a hard time seeing that black edge of the softbox, but put it in close. And it's important that you look to the camera to see where the highlights really fall on the bottle. What do you think, Ray?
Yes, because we're trying to get that reflection on the bottle to the edge, to the very edge of the bottle, so it defines it from the background.
And that's really where you can tell, right at the label. So we've adjusted the softbox in a few different places. This is where that reflection does not go to the edge of the bottle. See, where the bottle is actually invisible. Looks like the label's peeling off, doesn't it?
And here it came around way in front. It's got a stripe. Our background's getting lighter, so the bottle does separate, but it's just a big reflection. It doesn't define it as well as the light coming from more on the side.
And I think, from the emerging photographer's perspective, like they look at the label and it starts to look really beautiful, the gradient highlight, but they lose sight of that reflection on the bottle and how beautiful this really can look with the right placement. So let's get back to it. This is my fingers right at the edge of the softbox. So what we're indicating here is the softbox really is in the frame. And so this is just a technique to help you or someone else guide you to that placement. If you don't have someone on your set helping you, put a piece of white cardboard or light paper on the edge there, and it'll help you see it through camera. So there we go.
There it is with the box. This box was pulled out. It was in the frame a little bit when Steve had his hand there. Now it's pulled out of frame. We're not seeing that edge anymore.
So we're keeping the softbox right here, right?
Yep, looks good.
Yeah, let's look at that reflector. This has a nice edge to it, but it still has a few problems.
Dark stripe down the center. It looks like we have two halves to a bottle. We're not getting that nice shape across the label.
Yeah, and if it's my winery, I want to see my name on that bottle. So a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's more detail. We're starting to read Trader Joe's Coastal on that, but still it doesn't go quite to the edge. You can see on the label right here, it doesn't quite go to the edge, and we have that dark stripe down the middle.
This is the kind of result that makes me curious. I used a bigger reflector than the previous one. What happens if I use another reflector that's even bigger? And a little bit change of placement. I think we're right on mark.
And we can read Trader Joe's. Nice wrapping around. It's still light to dark. It's lighter on this side than that side, so we have good label detail. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were doing this in a situation where we had more equipment and we have additional stands, we could use a very small reflector, either silver or white, positioned to bounce some light right into the label to lighten it up a little bit, just making sure it doesn't reflect in the glass.
That's it.
All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. You'll watch the other one that shows what the set looks like, and you'll be ready to go.
Hey, Craig, I'm sorry, I had an afterthought. I did want to tell everybody that you guys are going to be in different conditions. So our background is very dark. Again, the farther away you can get from your background, the better. Remember to turn your room lights off And the best case scenario is just some black paper. So with that, good luck. Can't wait to see what you turn out.
All right, great. See you next time.